Oh, Rob, always great to see you, and boy, did you ever do a good job in this one. Whoa, stepped it up, man. How on earth did you keep your emotions in check throughout this whole film?
I didn't. Just crying every day. No, I mean, I think this one was nice because it kind of, if you go to more extreme places, I mean, the second and the third movie were more sort of, you know the characters, and it's kind of, it's more of an adventure with those characters, and this one went kind of back to the basics that the first one had. It was a very, very tight-knit group of characters, and it's all set in basically pretty much all in one house. I mean, and it's just a family drama with a sort of really strange core to it.
But Edward has so much going on there, and it's a little different, it seemed to me, this time around for you. More of a challenge, you think, playing him this time?
Yeah, I think so in some ways. I mean, it's kind of... But in some ways it was kind of just easier because he had more stuff to do. I mean, and you're going, it's the whole spectrum of emotions. I mean, you're kind of, he's finally happy at the beginning, and then just gets sort of systematically the happiness beaten out of him.
Yeah.
He's kind of an unlucky guy.
Yeah, he's got some good luck. Yeah. Do you ever get used to the anticipation of the fans for these films?
Not really. And it's always different as well. It's always, I mean, there's always a kind of general anticipation and excitement about it, but it always feels slightly different every single time. Especially because the more times you have actual encounters with fans, the more they know you and know very specific things about you. And so it's, you from a distance you see this huge writhing, screaming mass, and when you go up and they're like talking about a book you mentioned like 3 years ago in an interview, and they're like, oh, I read that book or whatever. Yeah, everyone has these individual little anecdotes, which is really nice. And that, like the first movie we were doing that, and people were just screaming. They had no idea who we were. I mean, it was kind of different.
Now they're your old pals.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We're all anticipating the last one, but can you take me back to the very last day of shooting and what it was like for all of you? I mean, here's this family that you've grown together for so many years. And now you have to say, this is it, bye.
Yeah, I mean, the last day in Squamish, when we had the biggest, we had kind of pretty much the whole cast. Actually, no, what am I talking about? We weren't the final, we didn't shoot the final thing. We had, all the vampires were doing this part of the wedding, and we all wrapped. But that wasn't the final day of shooting. There was still like another few days, so no one was really said it was the end, and everyone kind of ran off because it was freezing cold and it was the middle of the night and stuff. And so yeah, it was it was sort of a confused ending to it. But then me and Kristen did one more scene in the Caribbean on the beach, and we're just like kissing in the sea, and that was my final scene from Twilight. I was like, wow, that's a nice way to end it, just kind of in this like boiling hot ocean, and kind of having some cocktails as the sun rose. I mean, it's like, wow, why didn't we have more scenes like this in Twilight?
Seriously, yeah. You were, like I said, recently in Toronto. You were shooting with our great David Cronenberg, Cosmopolis. What was it like to be, work with him and just play this role?
It was incredible, especially, I mean, I basically went straight into it the day I finished Breaking Dawn. I mean, it couldn't be more different. It was just, I've never done a movie like it, and I've never worked with anyone like him. He's so confident in his abilities, and so calm. Everything just seems easy to him, and also fun as well. Because he doesn't seem to have any kind of money issues with the movie. Like, it's kind of like when Cronenberg's doing a movie, it's like, it's his movie and the money will come and that's it. He'll make his movie and no one questions anything. And just working in this environment where he's like just doing his thing and having fun with it, and kind of, he was always saying things like, at the end of the movie he said, I really hope I really hope that I never know what this movie's about ever, because I don't want to learn what it's about. It's kind of, it defeats the whole object of it. You haven't made something interesting if you know what it's about at the end. And knowing that I've never met anyone who's like kind of saying like, yeah, I have no idea what the script's about, and I don't know what the movie's about either.
Well, we look forward to it, and I know he loved working with you. I just spoke to him, and congratulations on this. You did a fantastic job, as always.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.